Hi everyone, my name is Mika Alva and today we're checking out the Yamaha AG08, a streaming mixer that just got even better with a new firmware update and a lower price point. Whether you're streaming, podcasting, doing ASMR or music production, this might be your new favorite tool. In this video, we'll quickly cover what the AG08 is, what's new in firmware 2.0, the key hardware features, and the software integration with the controller app. So sit back, grab a snack, or if you already have one, your AG08, and let's jump right in. The AG08 is Yamaha's flagship all-in-one streaming console that builds on the foundation of the AG03 and the AG06 with pro audio additions such as dual mic inputs with phantom power, high-Z instrument input, assignable USB channels and physical faders, built-in effects like EQ, reverb, amp sim, and voice changer, 2 headphone outputs with independent mixes, and 6 customizable sound pads. It's compact, versatile, and suitable for creators of all kinds. Also, it comes in white and in black. These are all features that you, the community, asked for, so now here they are. The monitor mix. Customize what you hear in your headphones independent of your stream output. Also great for 2 people that each want to have a separate mix when recording music or podcasts. Number 2, the gate. It cuts out noises from your signal below a certain threshold. It's great for cleaner streams and lowering background noise. Number 3, the Compander. An audio design tool that combines a compressor and an expander, really convenient for low sensitivity mics since it turns down the quiet noises while compressing your voice so that it sounds crisp and professional. Let's start with a look at the inputs and outputs here. We got 2 XLR combo inputs with pro preamps, no cloud lifter needed, phantom power, and high-Z on input 2 for guitars and basses. The line inputs 3.4 and 5.6 feature 1/4 inch and RCA for various devices. 7.8 features TRRS where you can connect smartphones or tablets for audio in and out. You got your mix out and monitor out where you send audio to speakers, headphones, or other devices. You got a foot switch jack for hands-free effects and muting. And for power options, there's USB-C or the 12-volt adapter, meaning it is bus powered and you can use only the USB to power the device through a computer. Looking at the front panel here, we got channels 1 and 2 with gain, phantom power, pad, and effect toggles with a high-Z switch for guitars on channel 2. On channels 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, we got faders, USB routing switches, which if they're activated, you can send whatever audio source from your PC directly to these faders, and a high/low gain switch on channel 3 and 4. Then we also got stream on and off, where you decide what goes to your audience via the streaming mix, more about that later. And over here, we got 6 sound pads that can trigger custom samples or sounds, and record button to quickly record your own samples. You can also import any samples in the app. Again, we'll talk about that later. Up here we got the dual headphone outputs, so this is where you and a guest for your podcast, for example, could plug in your headphones and set your own mix in the monitor mix section we've talked about earlier. Lastly, over here to the left we have the voice changer and FX section, and if I hit this button right here,
but I can also
turn it all the way down. We also got a dedicated little reverb and delay section down here, and below that you can actually create a channel 1 preset, which you just hold the button to set it. The AG08 features something called Smart USB routing, which makes sending audio to your faders really easy. Your computer sees the unit as multiple audio interfaces, which means you can send different audio to OBS, Discord, or your DAW simultaneously, no virtual routing software needed. Now, let's take a look at the controller app, which is kind of the heart of the unit and is available for Windows, Mac, and iOS. So when you open up the controller app, this is what you'll see. We got our channels 1 and 2 right here, and we'll run through the layout right quick. As you can see, there's a lot more you can do in the app than just on the unit itself. We got our gate as the first thing, and if you hit these little windows right here, it opens up the detailed view. So we got all the parameters like threshold, range, attack, and so on. Same thing for the compressor. Also, here's the Compander, which, as you can hear already, changes the way I sound, and you can set this up so that your stream sounds perfect. Same for the equalizer. If I play around with it, you should hear my voice change a little bit. And here's the voice changer, which is one of the most fun parts of the unit, actually. We got a few things here like the
dual pitch, where you can actually make 2 voices happening at the same time.
The radio voice, which kind of sounds like this, and you can also put a little drive in there like that. You got the tremolo, which you can kind of do like a robot effect with. And then lastly, we have the pitch fix, which is kind of like an auto-tune effect, which is like, hey, really cool that that's already built in. Down here, we also have our delay and reverb effects, like on the console itself. And if we look at channel 2, it's basically the same, apart from the amp sim, which I'm going to show you in a second how that sounds. But here you have all the controls you would find on a regular guitar amplifier, such as gain, main volume, treble, middle, and it's really cool that this is already built in as well, really convenient. Channels 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we got our ducker, which if we open this up, the ducker is something that will lower the volume of the selected channel when it gets an input source signal. So if you got your microphone on channel 1, for example, and you have your background music playing in your stream on channel 3 and 4, you can activate the ducker, and then whenever you say something into the mic, the background music will get quieter. Really easy fix. And we got the maximizer on the streaming out right here, which is sort of like a mastering tool. It makes sure your voice is compressed enough so that the quiet bits are audible, yet it will sound very, very sharp and very professional. You should probably activate this if you're planning to stream so that you always have a nice and flat and reliable vocal sound. We can also choose the monitor mix right here, which I went into a little bit in the beginning, and this is also part of the new firmware update. This is incredibly convenient because you see these faders right here. These are for setting your monitor mix. So right now I'm on monitor 1, for example, and if I turn this up in my in-ear monitors, my voice is getting louder. If there was a second person using monitor output 2, they could do the same thing for their own individual monitor mix, and it's super simple, super intuitive. We got pre and post controls here so that the faders will or will not have an impact on how our mix sounds. So when it's set to pre, it's not going to have an impact on our mix. Then down here, we can look into the sound pads, and this is where you actually can like rename your sound pads like whoop whoop or air horn, and you can change the color. You can upload your own sound files right here. If you click on import file, you can just upload whatever you want, and you can also send effects to them, which is really cool and handy. Now, if this all seems a little much, if you're just starting out, you're just a beginner, you're not into audio as much yet, you can hit the simple mode up here, and it'll change you to ask the settings. But we can change whatever we want to with our voice range, if we plan to talk or sing, if your microphone is dynamic, condenser, or headset, and then you can also do a little sound check and put reverb on and off right quick. Very easy, very effective. And that's an overview of everything the AG08 has to offer: pro audio components, an intuitive layout, powerful software, and a massive step forward in streaming mixers. If you're a content creator who's looking for one device to do it all, music, podcasting, and game streaming, the AG08 is unmatched and definitely worth a look, especially since it's now more affordable than ever. Thanks for watching, stay creative, and I hope you enjoyed the AG08 as much as I do.